Yeah, I love these kind of conversations as well because it's a chance to speak with customers about what is the reality of how these things are actually working in the real critical environments where decisions become extremely important. And as Steve said, so we've got a couple of very interesting individuals here. We've got the CIO from AIDA Cruises, Gordon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And of course, SVP of Engineering for Cisco CX, Bhaskar, appreciate you being here as well. I'll kick things off and then let you guys kind of go into some details. But Gordon, I wonder if you could just set the stage for us. Explain AIDA Cruises and your relationship with your Cisco technologies.
Sure, happy to. So AIDA Cruises is a German cruise company. We operate 11 vessels across the globe. We're part of Carnival Corporation. In total, currently 94 ships that we operate worldwide. And from an IT perspective, we look at the vessels like floating cities. That's how we operate them, basically. I think the real game changer over the last couple of years was actually the connectivity. So satellite connectivity, connecting our vessels with shoreside, I mean, for the purpose of our guests, but also for our crew, was really a game changer for the guests as well as crew experience. And network was a key part of that. So we had to really think about a new network architecture on board to provide services and to build a resilient infrastructure on board. And that's where Cisco really was a great partner in setting that up for us.
Yeah, actually, Gordon, working with your team was a fantastic experience. Right from day one, we wanted to make sure that we put together the best network for connectivity, irrespective of where the ship was, whether it is on the dock, whether it is in the middle of the ocean. We worked with you to install 20,000 Wi-Fi units, working with your satellite partners. And I think in some cases, the network connectivity in your ships actually beats some of the ones on land.
That's what we hear, yes.
So how has that experience been for you?
Well, it's been great because it is, as you say, it's the foundation for all the services that we want to provide, crew as well as guest-facing. A big component in that environment was open roaming, which we brought in. We're the first cruise line to offer open roaming to our guests, which is really great because they immediately connect to the network. Because historically we had guests lining up at the front desk with their mobile phone trying to connect, how to hook up to the Wi-Fi network. And we wanted to make that step as seamless as possible. And that, together with you guys, worked in a fantastic way. So this really seamless access to our digital services throughout the customer experience, throughout the guest, makes the vacation really begin once you enter on board. And you don't have that technical hurdle to access our digital services.
I love that because whenever I do go into a place, I get immediate access to everything I need. You guys are probably driving a lot of services through that connectivity, so it's not just about, oh, I can get my email, but I can actually interact with your services in a more integrated manner.
Yes, so how we can actually enhance the vacation experience is through digital services. So the service portfolio of location-based services is a big factor in that from a technology perspective. Where am I? How do I go from A to B? Also for us knowing where's the customer to, at some point, provide services that are specific. When you board a cruise ship, when you embark, it's all about where's my cabin, which restaurant has open, which outlet is available. So we can provide through the digital channels, through the network, all these kind of services that enhance the guest experience.
Well, let me ask you both, maybe comment on this, but where do you see this relationship going next? First of all, thank you, because I appreciate the kind of interaction. Sometimes getting feedback from customers is the most important thing for us to be able to improve and iterate, if you will. So I assume you're getting that. You guys seem very friendly with each other, so the relationship must be good. But where's AIDA go next with these technologies?
Well, we're building on Cisco Spaces, as I said, with all the services, and I think that is a platform where we can do a lot more. So personalization we can take to the next level. It's all about the data that we actually do collect from our network. We've built a shoreside digital twin, before we actually take the technology to our vessels. We actually sit together in our digital twins, see how things work out, because it's not so easy to bring technology onto a cruise ship. I mean, the cruise ship is somewhere around the world. We have defined dry dock cycles, so very short time periods of 10 to 14 days where we can replace a full network architecture. And this is where a partnership needs to go hand in hand, and we need to plan things very efficiently. So we do that in a digital twin, and that's a good foundation for us.
No, I love that. That gets you off to a good start. Go ahead, Bhaskar.
And Rob, working with a company like AIDA Cruises, which is like on the bleeding edge of technology is phenomenal. First of all, congratulations to be the first cruise line which supported open roaming, working with the Worldwide Broadband Alliance. So that's phenomenal. And the other part, DNA spaces, right? By using it, you are taking care of your compliance, regulation, safety, so that you can take care of emergency response and whatnot. And by the way, every time I talk to you, people in your team, it has been fascinating, especially to think through the dry dock process where you have to turn the whole thing around within like a couple of weeks, and there's nothing else you can do, right? If you're like a day over, it's going to impact like millions of people.
Yes, we need a good planning, and we need a good partnership to do so, because as you say, there are thousands of people. It's not only, we don't go on a dry dock to replace technology. I mean, there's so many things that we're touching from an operational perspective, but also from a, of course, guest-facing and crew-facing perspective. So that really needs to go hand in hand, thousands of people there. Yeah, thanks to you. This works very, very
Well,
simple.
thanks for the partnership. We love it.
Well, it dawns on me, I don't know if this had already been discussed, but you're essentially a very complex home office in dry dock with a very short window and a lot of pressure, and then you become a very complex, and I don't mean complex in a positive way, not in the way that we're trying to get rid of per se, but when the ship goes out, now it's a remote. And so if things fail, resilience means something different to you guys in that situation, because I'm sure you're prepared, but you're going to have less resources available to you.
Well, resilience is the baseline of everything. Needs to be needs to come by design, and that's why we need to have a really robust environment and a platform that we can build on.
Yeah.
We historically had many different suppliers for all kinds of services, hardware as well as software-based, but I think with the platform that we're now establishing together with Cisco and the partners, I think we really have a good step where we bring things together that we can really build on.
In preparing for this, I've really enjoyed learning more about you guys, because I wasn't that familiar with it. As a I used to be a hotel manager, and that was my career before I got into technology. So the whole service combined, because when I was in it, we were introducing new technology, cabling for the first time in many situations. So this is fascinating. You guys are amazing, and I really love the partnership and the chance that we get to expose all that.
It was great to have Gordon here as part of Cisco Live.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you both. Hope you enjoy the rest of your trip with that. We'll go back to Steve.